Let's travel now from the frozen peaks to the sun-scorched plains of the African Savannah. Here, the dawn breaks not with a gentle whisper, but with a palpable tension. The air, thick with the scent of dew-kissed earth and acacia, is a stage for one of nature's most dramatic duels. Our first protagonist is a creature of magnificent paradox. The secretary bird standing over 4 feet tall with the legs of a crane and the piercing gaze of a raptor. It is a hunter that prefers to walk its beat. It patrols the grasslands with a regal, measured stride, its long legs covering vast distances as it scans for any sign of its reptilian prey. This morning, as the first rays of the golden sun slice through the morning mist, danger emerges. From the tangled refuge of a thorn bush, a king cobra unspools itself, a river of polished obsidian scales. This is no ordinary snake. It is the longest and one of the most feared venomous snakes in the world. It rises, its hood flaring in a display of ancient intimidation, a silent, sibilant warning that echoes through the grasses. Its forked tongue flickers, tasting the air, gathering the scent of its approaching adversary.
Rising from the scorching
For a moment
sand,
there is a stillness,
king
a held
cobra
breath in the
asserts
theater
its
of the wild.
dominance in this
But there is
arid
no
landscape.
hesitation in the secretary bird. It is a specialized serpent killer, an archer of snakes, as its scientific name, Sagittarius serpentarius, suggests. Lowering its head, it charges forward, not with the silence of an owl, but with the thunderous confidence of a warrior. Its powerful legs, covered in thick scales that act as natural armor against fangs, pound the dusty earth. The cobra, a master of speed and venom, strikes like lightning. It lunges, fangs bared, aiming to inject its lethal neurotoxin. But the secretary bird is a master of evasion and strategy. It uses its vast wings, spanning nearly 7 feet, not for flight, but as a matador's cape, a confusing, feathery shield that distracts and deflects the serpent's deadly advance. The snake's fangs meet only a mouthful of feathers as the bird dances just out of reach, its movements a blur of calculated grace and raw aggression. The battle is a dizzying display of offense and defense. The cobra strikes again and again, its frustration growing with each missed blow. The secretary bird, in turn, unleashes its signature weapon, a series of devastating kicks. These are not mere stomps, they are precision-guided missiles. Scientists have measured the force of these kicks and found they can deliver a blow 5 times the bird's own body weight in a mere 15 milliseconds, faster than the blink of an eye. Each kick is aimed with pinpoint accuracy at the snake's most vulnerable point, its head. The air is filled with the hiss of the snake, the sharp cries of the bird, and the percussive thud of legs against scales. Dust rises, painting a chaotic scene against the rising sun. Finally, after a furious exchange, the secretary bird sees its opening. A swift, powerful kick connects with the cobra's skull. The mighty serpent convulses, its elegant body coiling in a final, desperate spasm. Then it lies still. The secretary bird stands over its vanquished foe, its crest of black feathers fanning out like a victor's crown. It lets out a triumphant call that rings across the savannah. In this arena, it is not venom or stealth that has won the day, but courage, strategy, and the unyielding power of a warrior born to rule the grasslands. It is a symbol of nature's perfect balance, a testament to vigilance, and the raw, untamed courage required to face down death itself. Let's now shrink our focus from the vast, open plains to the intricate, dew-drenched world at the edge of a forest. Here, amidst a miniature landscape of fallen leaves, moss-covered logs, and tangled roots, a different kind of survival story unfolds. Our champion in this tale is not a towering warrior, but a small, unassuming creature of the twilight, the hedgehog. As dawn yields to the full light of day, a small hedgehog forages peacefully. It moves with a quiet determination, its sensitive nose twitching, sniffing out beetles, worms, and other small treasures hidden in the damp earth. It is a picture of serene, humble existence. But the forest, for all its beauty, is a place of constant, hidden peril. From the deep, cool shadows of the undergrowth, a king cobra slithers forth. Its movements are fluid and silent, a dark whisper against the forest floor. It is a giant in this small world, and its presence immediately shifts the balance of power. The birds fall silent. The insects cease their chirping. The forest holds its breath. The hedgehog, alerted by a sixth sense for danger, freezes. Its tiny black eyes lock onto the serpentine threat. It doesn't run. It doesn't attempt to hide. Instead, it relies on a defense mechanism perfected over millions of years of evolution. In an instant, its body transforms. The soft, vulnerable creature disappears, replaced by a living fortress of razor-sharp quills. Every one of its roughly 5,000 spines, which are essentially stiff, hollow hairs made of keratin, stands erect, pointing outwards in every direction. This is the hedgehog's ultimate gamble. It has made itself an impenetrable sphere of pain. The snake, driven by predatory instinct, lunges. Its fangs, designed to pierce flesh and deliver death, are met with a dense barricade of spines. It's like trying to bite a pincushion made of needles. The sharp points prick its sensitive mouth, a painful and surprising rejection. The cobra, accustomed to its prey either fleeing in terror or succumbing to its venomous power, is momentarily confused. It pulls back, hissing, not in aggression now, but in sheer frustration. It circles the spiny ball, looking for any weakness, any gap in the armor. It prods and pushes, but every angle of attack presents the same unyielding defense. The hedgehog remains perfectly still within its fortress, its vulnerable face and soft underbelly completely protected. This is not a battle of strength against strength or speed against speed. It is a battle of aggression against passive resistance. The cobra's greatest weapons, its size, its speed, its venom, are rendered utterly useless. The hedgehog's defense is absolute. After several more failed attempts, the king cobra, defeated not by a blow but by an unbreakable shield, concedes. With a final, frustrated hiss, it retreats back into the dark foliage, leaving the tiny, spiny victor behind. Slowly, cautiously, the hedgehog uncurls. Its little nose twitches, testing the air to ensure the danger has truly passed. Then, as if nothing had happened, it resumes its quiet journey, a tiny, steadfast testament to the fact that in the wild, survival isn't always about being the strongest or the fastest. Sometimes, it's about being the most resilient, the most unyielding, and having the wisdom to turn your very being into a fortress that even a king cannot breach. Our journey now takes us deep into the sweltering heat of an afternoon forest, a world of flickering sunlight and deep, mysterious shadows. This is a realm where life and death play out in sudden, violent bursts. Here, we meet one of the jungle's most elusive and underestimated predators, the civet. A civet is a creature of contradictions, with a body like a cat, a face like a weasel, and a spirit of untamed ferocity. It moves through the undergrowth with a silent, confident grace. It is primarily nocturnal, a hunter of the night, but the pressures of survival often drive it to prowl during the daylight hours. Its diet is as varied as the jungle itself, ranging from fruits and insects to small mammals and reptiles. As our civet patrols its territory, weaving through shafts of golden light that pierce the dense canopy, it stumbles upon the lair of a king cobra. The snake, disturbed from its rest, emerges with scales gleaming like polished jade in the dappled sunlight. Its presence is an immediate declaration of war. This is its domain, and the civet is an unwelcome intruder. There is no circling, no posturing. The confrontation is immediate and explosive. The snake strikes first, its head a blur of motion, aiming a venomous bite that can paralyze and kill within minutes. But the civet is a creature of astonishing agility and lightning-fast reflexes. It evades the strike with a nimble leap, its body twisting in midair, a feat of acrobatic defense. Before the cobra can recoil and strike again, the civet retaliates. This is not a defensive battle. It is a fight for dominance, for territory, and for life itself. The civet lunges forward, a bundle of focused fury. It is a fearless attacker, known to take on prey much larger and more dangerous than itself. Its sharp teeth are its primary weapons, and it knows exactly where to aim. In a flurry of fur and scales, the civet sinks its teeth deep into the serpent's neck, just behind the powerful head. This is a critical strategic blow. It targets the snake's spine, aiming to neutralize its ability to strike back. The cobra thrashes wildly, its powerful body coiling and uncoiling in a desperate attempt to dislodge its attacker. It tries to wrap its body around the civet, to constrict it into submission, but the small mammal holds on with relentless tenacity. The struggle is brief but incredibly violent. The dust of the forest floor rises around them, mingling with the scent of fear and aggression. The civet's powerful jaws do their work, severing the vital connection between the snake's brain and its body. The mighty cobra's movements become weaker, more erratic, until finally they cease altogether. As the dust settles and silence returns to the jungle clearing, the civet releases its grip. The king cobra, the fearsome monarch of this domain, lies still and defeated. The small, fearless victor stands over its prize, its chest heaving, a living embodiment of the principle that in the savage calculus of the wild, size is not the ultimate arbiter of victory. It is ferocity, speed, and the sheer, unadulterated will to survive that crowns the true kings of the jungle. Let us now ascend once more, leaving the humid, teeming life of the jungle far below, and return to the stark, majestic beauty of the high, icy mountains. This is a world of crushing silence, where the air is thin and life clings to existence by the barest of threads. It is a kingdom ruled by a creature of unparalleled power and grace, the golden eagle. High above the snow-dusted cliffs and fog-filled valleys, the eagle soars. It is a masterpiece of aerodynamic engineering, its wingspan stretching over 7 feet, catching the updrafts with an effortless mastery that seems to defy gravity. Its gaze is its most formidable weapon. With vision estimated to be up to 8 times sharper than a human's, it can spot the slightest movement from miles away, a veritable god in the sky observing its domain. Today, its sharp eyes are sweeping the dark mouths of the caves that pockmark the cliffs below. From these shadowy recesses, ancient and formidable creatures emerge, dark mountain serpents, their scales the color of cooled lava, their breath turning to smoke in the frigid air. These are not the lithe cobras of the lowlands. They are thick, powerful reptiles, built to withstand the harsh alpine climate. The eagle identifies its target. In a heartbeat, it transforms from a graceful glider into a living projectile. Folding its wings, it dives. The wind shrieks past its feathers as it plummets towards the earth like a bolt of thunder, a feathered arrow aimed at the heart of its prey. It is a spectacle of terrifying speed and precision. Down on the snow-covered ledge, the serpent senses the rapidly approaching danger. It coils, raising its head, its fangs dripping with a venom potent enough to bring down a mountain goat. But it is a creature of the earth, and its enemy is attacking from an element it cannot command. The impact is a storm of feathers, scales, and fury. The eagle's talons, weapons capable of exerting hundreds of pounds of pressure per square inch, slam into the serpent's body. These are not just claws, they are razor-sharp hooks designed to pierce tough hides and crush bone. The eagle drives them deep, seeking a mortal grip. The serpent, in a frenzy of pain and instinct, strikes back. It twists and writhes, attempting to sink its fangs into the eagle's body. But the eagle is a seasoned warrior. It uses its powerful wings to beat against the snake, creating a disorienting whirlwind of snow and feathers, all while maintaining its crushing grip. It instinctively positions its body to keep the serpent's venomous head at a safe distance, a deadly dance performed on the edge of a cliff. For a moment, the outcome hangs in the balance. It is a clash of titans, the ruler of the skis against the demon of the earth. But the eagle's aerial advantage and superior weaponry are decisive. With a final, convulsive shudder, the serpent goes limp, its lifeblood staining the pure white snow a deep, shocking crimson. The battle won, the eagle pauses for a moment, its sharp beak tearing at its prize. Then, with the powerful serpent clutched firmly in its talons, it launches itself back into the sky. It ascends effortlessly, the weight of its kill seeming to be of little consequence. As it disappears once more into the swirling fog and snow, it leaves behind a silent, blood-stained tableau on the mountainside. A stark and brutal reminder that in these frozen heights, there is only one undisputed ruler, one sovereign who reigns from a throne of wind and ice. As our journey through these epic confrontations nears its end, we descend one last time into the twilight of a silent forest. The fading light paints the world in shades of gray and deep purple, a time when the hunters of the day give way to the predators of the night. It is in this transitional hour that we encounter perhaps the most legendary rivalry in the entire animal kingdom, the mongoose and the king cobra. A mongoose moves with a unique combination of stealth and nervous energy. It is a small, slender mammal, seemingly no match for a large, venomous snake. But what it lacks in size, it more than makes up for in courage, cunning, and an arsenal of biological advantages. As dusk deepens, a king cobra emerges from its nest, a dark specter in the growing gloom. Its hiss is a sharp, menacing sound that slices through the quiet evening air. It is on the hunt, its senses on high alert. Nearby, the mongoose freezes, its dark eyes fixated on its mortal enemy.
Cobra,
the stage is set for a
snake,
classic duel.
faces its nemesis, the agile Indian gray mongoose.
This is not a battle of brute force, but a sophisticated contest of speed versus venom. The two adversaries begin to circle one another, a deadly ballet in the twilight. The cobra rises, its hood flared, swaying hypnotically, its eyes locked on the small mammal. This is an act of intimidation, a psychological tactic designed to mesmerize and unnerve its opponent. But the mongoose is not intimidated. It has been hardwired by evolution to fight snakes. The cobra strikes, a motion so fast it's almost invisible to the naked eye. But the mongoose is faster. Its legendary agility and lightning-fast reflexes allow it to dodge the venomous fangs with seemingly impossible ease. It leaps, ducks, and weaves, always staying just outside the serpent's reach. This is the mongoose's strategy: to exhaust the snake, to force it to strike repeatedly, to tire out the muscles that control its deadly attack. The fight is a series of rapid-fire exchanges. The cobra lunges, the mongoose dodges. The cobra strikes, the mongoose evades. With each failed attack, the snake becomes more desperate, more fatigued. The mongoose, meanwhile, is a blur of perpetual motion, its thick fur providing an additional layer of protection, making it difficult for the snake's fangs to find purchase even if a strike were to land. But the mongoose's greatest advantage is not just its speed, it is biochemical. Mongooses possess a special adaptation in their acetylcholine receptors, which makes them highly resistant to the neurotoxic venom of cobras. A bite that would be fatal to most other animals of its size is often just a minor inconvenience to a mongoose. Finally, after goading the cobra into a series of exhausting lunges, the mongoose sees its moment. As the snake pulls back, momentarily slower and less coordinated, the mongoose launches its own devastating counterattack. In a flash, it darts in and sinks its sharp teeth into the back of the cobra's head, crushing its skull with a single, decisive bite. The serpent, the embodiment of lethal power, collapses to the forest floor, its reign of terror ended. The mongoose, swift, cunning, and victorious, stands for a moment amidst the profound silence of the evening. It is a testament to the idea that victory does not always belong to the biggest or the most venomous, but to the quickest, the smartest, and the best prepared. It is a perfect predator, a giant slayer in a small package, and the undisputed champion of the twilight forest. We have journeyed together through frozen mountains and sun-drenched savannas. We've witnessed incredible courage, brilliant strategy, and the raw, unyielding will to survive. We saw the secretary bird's calculated power, the hedgehog's impenetrable defense, the civet's fearless ferocity, the eagle's aerial dominance, and the mongoose's masterful cunning. These are not just thrilling stories of animal conflict. They are profound lessons from the University of Nature, lessons that echo deeply within our own lives. These creatures in their primal struggles hold up a mirror to our own. They show us the importance of teamwork, of self-defense, of focus, and of knowing when to stand our ground and when to retreat. 18. Their lives are a constant dance between struggle and survival, a dance we all know well. So I want to ask you, which of these animal warriors do you identify with the most right now in your life? Are you the strategic secretary bird, the resilient hedgehog, the fierce civet, the far-seeing eagle, or the cunning mongoose? What king cobra or mountain serpent are you facing? And what lesson from the wild can you apply to your own struggle? Let me know in the comments below. I genuinely love to hear your stories and your thoughts. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey into the heart of the wild. It is in understanding these timeless struggles for survival that we can perhaps better understand ourselves and the challenges we face every day. I wish you all good health, strength in your own battles, and the wisdom of the wild to guide you. And if you found this journey as fascinating as I did, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications. There are so many more stories that nature is waiting to tell us. Until next time.